Wrestle Story, we discuss all things wrestling, the legends of the past, the superstars of the present, the trailblazers of the future. We stream every Monday after Raw, Wednesday after AEW and NXT, and every Friday after Smackdown. How you doing, John? Now, I told you Roman Reigns was a heel. Don't bet on it.
Well,
the look he's given Heyman tells me that there's more to it than what meets the eye.
That was the most confusing way to say that.
Hello, James.
What is up? So tonight's SmackDown, it was okay. I didn't love it. I also didn't hate it. It was decent. Yeah. There was some decent stuff that was on the show.
I would say average to below average. But hey, that's me.
It was okay, I think. I didn't have all that many issues with what happened on the show. But
I told you Roman is playing the bad guy, but nobody said he could do it. It's not hard to play a bad guy when you just look at somebody.
Well, see, with that, a lot of people were thinking that, well, a lot of people have been saying for a long time that that's what Roman needed, was to be a heel.
He's not the heel.
And
we're going to find out he's not a heel.
So, I mean, I think Roman can do it if he's going to be a bad guy, you know?
Roman with Heyman is gold. Don't expect him to be with Heyman for very long.
So, yeah.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and
start the show.
Hop into it. So we start off with Vince and Adam Pearce backstage, and essentially Vince is like, okay, well, you need to go get the signatures from Roman, Bray, and Braun for this match, so yeah, go do it.
He should have said, don't you have the cell phone numbers just to call them up and tell them to come here?
So, that was that. We then get AJ Styles and Jeff Hardy, and Jeff Hardy's like out there kind of celebrating that he's Intercontinental Champion, and then AJ comes out and he's like, you're a liar and you're a cheat and you are not Intercontinental Champion because you didn't beat me. I mean, you beat me, but you cheated, so you didn't beat me. That's what this was, so yeah.
Just continued of the same stuff. I chose NASCAR greater than WWE. Here for the epic review, payback predictions.
Yeah, we can do that.
Scott.
There's not going to be much to predict.
You didn't miss much, so I would say this was an average to below average show, so.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like payback predictions are probably going to be real easy because I think there's like 3 matches that have been announced.
Because it's all going to be payback.
So, yeah.
So then we have Jeff has an IC Open Challenge.
Yes.
And Nakamura accepts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So this was fine. Nakamura came out. They wrestled. It was a decent match. Whatever. And then the big part of this that was most important to me, that I cared about the most, was Sami Zayn's back.
Yes.
Yay. I love Sami Zayn.
Says he's still the champ. In fact, he has a belt.
Yeah, he does have a belt. He says.
So that is the difference, John L. He has a belt. Roman doesn't.
Says, well, because technically.
So Sami still has a belt. So he is technically still a champion.
Sami didn't relinquish his title. Sami just was stripped of the belt. It wasn't his decision. And that's what's different about, Roman. He had to relinquish the title, or Killer Cross had to relinquish the title. Killer Cross isn't going to automatically come back and be like, yep, I'm still NXT champion.
No.
That's not going to happen, because he's not. He relinquished the title. Sami Zayn never did that. They stripped him of the title.
Zayn actually going to wrestle or run around? I think he's
I don't know. I'm fine with
based on what we saw tonight, he's probably going to wrestle.
I'm fine with both, honestly, because Sami Zayn is very entertaining. I've missed him on TV, a lot. Because he's, like I said, he's just entertaining. And, he knows how to, get you involved. You know? He makes you want to care about something. You know?
Yeah.
Because he's just that good. So, I'm really glad that he's back. And I think he's great. And I think he's really funny. And he adds a nice, a nice thing to the show.
Here's a question. Where's Elias? Does he even still work there? Well, he's right here on my shirt.
Well, he was run over by Jeff Hardy a couple weeks ago.
I think he's actually hurt. Like, really.
And so, yeah.
So I think he's out till he like heals up.
I don't know what he did. I have no idea. But yeah, he's out right now, like on injury. Alexa's changing. Yep.
Why give it to Jeff Hardy if you would have it just going back to Sami Zayn? It's all part of the show, man.
Well, yeah, because Sami Zayn, I don't think wanted to give up his title. Don't think he wanted to. There's a bug in here.
Where?
It's a small bug.
Kill it.
I can't see it now. It disappeared. But when
it's so small you can't see it. It's the John Cena bug.
When it comes back into the light, I'll be able to see it again.
He was like waving his wings, going.
Anyways,
you can't see me.
So the difference between like Sami Zayn is like Sami Zayn didn't necessarily. I don't think he wanted to get rid of the title or wanted to like relinquish it. You know, I think they just kind of forced him into that. And in fact, he didn't relinquish the title. They stripped him of the title. So, like, I don't think he really wanted to like get rid of it.
Yeah.
You know, so that's kind of the way I see it.
Yep.
So yeah, that's what I would say about that. WWE's pulling.
Hey, look, our chat's working.
Yeah.
I didn't pay attention.
It is.
What is up with that?
I don't know. You change the color of the background and it shows up. That's weird. Odd.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Hey,
Hello,
the chill section. What's up? The blue universal side plates are different. It's the words hurt and heal now. Yeah, I noticed that. I think it looks cool. So after this, we get Firefly Funhouse and Firefly Funhouse. What? Firefly Funhouse. Postman Pete Pierce. I almost said Postman Pete. It's not Postman Pete. It's Postman Pierce. Adam Pierce shows up. He has the contract. He's hoping that Bray will sign it for him, and Bray does. He says, well, you know, this is the way it is. Okay, question. Actually, I'll wait to ask this question until the end. I'll wait a minute. Because it has to do with Roman, because I'm thinking. So, I'll just wait a second.
Alright.
Okay, cool. So anyways, yeah, Bray signs the contract.
Stupid thing. I hated it.
Well, it's better than having all three of them in the ring,
well, I agree, but
signing the contract. Well, I feel like it wasn't even a contract signing, though, because it was just like Adam Pierce chasing everybody down the entire show, you know? So, I don't know.
Why do I feel, John Ellis says, why do I feel Nikki Cross and Tamina are going to be a tag team? Because they're just throwing tag teams together now. Just, you know.
I don't think they're going to be a tag team.
Yep, you two, you're going to be a tag team.
Oh, man.
I actually enjoyed Smackdown tonight being online. I hated it.
I didn't
say I hated it. It just wasn't good.
It wasn't bad, but it also wasn't, like, my favorite Smackdown ever, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Who falls and pray or let him in? Let him in. Let him in!
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I was moving my leg, and I have that hooked up. My bad, I won't do that. Sorry. I apologize. I'm making noise. My bad. So, after this, we have a bro video. Dude, this next segment literally made no sense to me, and, like, the way they were not paying attention to commercial breaks whatsoever this entire show, because they,
Let him in. Johnny Lee, let him in.
So, this entire segment, I didn't see the point. I don't care, you know.
Vince is not a genius. Don't put Vince and genius in the same words.
In the same words, in the same sentence?
That too.
Oh, man. So, we get this Matt Riddle video essentially talking about his, like, move to SmackDown or whatever. And then we get Riddle, who ends up calling out Corbin, who calls out Corbin, but then they go to commercial break, and then they come back, and he's calling out Corbin again because they got cut off in the middle of their segment because they weren't paying attention to when commercials were. And so, yeah, this was fun. This was a solid, like, yeah, sweet. And there were, like, 2 commercial breaks during this segment, and I was just kind of like, what the heck? What is this?
Yeah.
What is this?
Pointless.
So then Corbin comes out, he accepts the match, but on behalf of Shorty G. So we get Shorty G versus Riddle, which lasted 1.2 seconds. Riddle won, and that was that. I don't care. Okay, I don't care. So now at Payback, we're getting Corbin versus Riddle, and I don't care. Like, I don't care. None. Don't care. Whatsoever. Like, this means nothing to me. Like, Corbin sucks. Riddle, since coming to Smackdown, has been a little bit rough. Haven't loved it, because this is what they've done with him. I really thought he was winning the Intercontinental title off of AJ.
Shorty G.
But then they were like, no, just kidding. We're giving it to Jeff Hardy instead. And I was just kind of like, okay. Way to disrespect the bro. Okay. Thanks, the bro that runs the show. Except that tagline doesn't work because this is just awful. So.
Yeah.
I don't like this whatsoever.
No,
this is like, I was really afraid that Corbin's like terribleness was gonna rub off on Riddle, and I'm just kind of to the point where I'm just like, this is just kind of not good.
Yeah, I don't like it.
This is not good, and I don't care.
He's King Corbin, Maven.
No, he's trash on a stick.
I'm so over Matt Riddle. I am for King Corbin now. Why? What are you over Matt Riddle for? He's good.
His name is Chad Gable. King
Ballman Corbin.
Oh man, I don't know the.
Paul Heyman doesn't have Brock Lesnar. Why not put him with Roman Reigns?
I'm gonna share my thoughts on that in a couple minutes.
It is gonna be temporary, I think. Reigns, a Paul Heyman guy. None of the Paul Heyman guys have been successful outside of Brock Lesnar.
Wait, I'm gonna tell you where this is going.
Outside of Brock Lesnar.
I'm gonna tell you where this is going in just a minute when we get to that segment. I'm gonna tell you what they're gonna do because I almost guarantee this is what's gonna happen because WWE is just that stupid. So, anyways, yeah, this was like whatever, don't care. After this, we have Miz and E backstage, and there's also John Morrison and Sheamus and Heavy Machinery, and they're all like, "Grrr, let's fight each other." So that's our main event for the show. Sweet.
We need to have a match on TV. How about we fight each other?
That's essentially what this was.
Alright, let's do it.
Oh man, Reigns versus Lesnar at Mania, bro. I'm gonna get to it. Man. I'm gonna get to it in a minute. I miss Corbin in his costume pull-up tire. I don't because he looked like an Olive Garden waiter. And
remember when Corbin had long hair?
Yeah, that was a long time ago. Like we have a figure of Corbin with long hair. Like it's old. It's an old figure.
It's a bro thing. That's why I hope King Corbin wipes the floor with him. We'll see, James. We'll see.
So after this, we get Sasha, Bayley, Big E, and Otis backstage, and essentially Bayley is like, some people just can't hold two belts at once. Oh! Without even realizing what she's saying because she's legit roasting Sasha Banks, who was literally standing right next to her. And Sasha Banks looked mad. She looked so annoyed. She was like... But she said nothing, and she just kept walking. And it was like, dang. Like, Bayley, you really just roasted her like that. Can't believe you'd do such a thing.
Yeah.
So, after this, we had, it was announced that we're getting Corbin versus Riddle Payback. And, like, I don't care. I'm joking a bit, but I'm okay now. We then have Bayley and Sasha, who talk about Payback, and they're like, yes, yeet, we're great, right? And then Shayna and Nia show up on the screen, and they're like, I don't like you, this is Shayna to Nia, because you suck. And Nia's like, well, I don't like you either. And then Shayna was all like, but I really don't like Bayley and Sasha. So, I will tag with anybody if it means getting rid of them. And also, taking their tag team titles. You know? I'll do it. So, yes. That's what that was. And then Bayley and Sasha are like, well, we're Bayley and Sasha. We're the greatest tag team alive. And then Sasha was all like, and come Sunday, I will get my revenge. And she looks right at Bayley when she says this, and I'm just kind of like, ooh. Oh. Is she going to beat Bayley up this Sunday? Is she going to cost them the tag team titles? Is she not going to save Bayley when Bayley's getting pinned? I think that's what's going to happen.
I think so too.
So, yeah, man. Roasted. Something's going to happen on Sunday in that match. Yeah, I agree. I think Sasha's going to lose the titles on purpose. I also agree. Maven on Sunday, Riddle versus Corbin. It's going to steal the show. Stop. No, I guarantee it won't. I still didn't get to see Dana. What is going on here?
They said you're too good for us. We don't need you here today.
Yeah. So, yeah. That's what the segment was. It was fine.
Yeah,
it wasn't necessary. No, not really. I mean, I don't know. We already have their tag match this Sunday, which doesn't really mean anything either. But, it is what it is.
Yeah, it's just, it's the whole thing of, I don't know.
It's just kind of whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
A lot of this is just, repeating itself.
Yeah, this show, I will say that I think this show was a lot of just, whateverness, because it doesn't really mean anything in the grand scheme of things. Everything that happens on this show means nothing after this Sunday, because they legit just needed... They were like, okay, well, we need to, throw this together so it makes sense for Payback. But Payback, we don't, after Payback, we have nothing. You know? There's nothing going into the week after Payback, which is okay, all right, whatever. Okay, whatever.
I am, you two have no souls.
So, after this, we have Nakamura.
They had no women's matches tonight. Nope.
What did I get?
I'm surprised James actually watched it.
So we have Nakamura, Cesaro, and Sami Zayn. The Wrestle Story granted moderator privileges to stream elements.
Yes.
Sweet. Cool. Awesome. I didn't realize we did that. Cool. It's probably Mrs. G.
Yeah.
Probably who did that. Cool. So anyways, after this we get Nakamura, Cesaro, and Zayn. They're backstage, and Sammy's all like, yo, bro, it's been a long time. And Nakamura's just kind of like, hi.
They can make this good if they do it right. This could be a storyline that I feel that they could make good.
Okay, well really there was no explanation as to why Sami Zayn was not able to defend his title. There really is no reason. They haven't given a reason, and I'm assuming that they will. But,
She gave you a hug. You didn't have your back.
Oh my gosh. Sammy, with the stuff he told Kayla that, he had, reasons that he wasn't here, very good reasons, but he doesn't have to tell anybody what those reasons were. So I'm sure that in the coming weeks there'll be something where he'll, be like, oh, well, this is why I couldn't show up, or whatever.
Yeah, probably.
So I'm sure there'll be some of that. And he did just leave Nakamura and Cesaro just kind of like, there you go. Sorry. Bye, guys. That's kind of what that was. So Cesaro and Nakamura are kind of like, hi? Where have you been? Because we need some answers.
It was a good segment. I like the segment. I think that this particular segment could lead to something with all three of these guys.
Yeah.
And so this is probably one of the few things I did like tonight. Actually, I thought this was good.
Cool. So after this, we have Drew Gulak versus Braun Strowman. Braun kills Gulak.
Why?
And then signs the contract. That's the only reason they did this.
Why didn't they just sign the contract?
Because of what happened last week. Drew Gulak was asking where Braun was because Braun beat up Drew Gulak, and Gulak was like, hey, Braun! Hit him with a chair. Threw the chair to Adam Pearce. Pearce was like, I didn't do it. It was Gulak. Can you just sign this contract? And Braun was like, after you give me Gulak. So then they had a match, and, of course, Braun won and signed the contract, and that was that. So.
Yeah, yes.
So, yeah.
Sammy vs. Jeff, WWE is doing with them the CM Punk Cena storyline. Yes. I don't know how much they're going to do with that. I mean, this whole Sammy thing, there's a lot of ways they could go with Sammy.
They probably won't choose the smart way.
So we'll see where they go.
So after this, Kalisto versus Cesaro happened. Lucha House Party got attacked backstage by Cesaro and Nakamura. And then Cesaro ended up getting the win because Lindsay Dorado and Grand Metalik accidentally cost Kalisto the match because they came out. Kalisto was like, don't come out during my match. And they didn't listen.
Lucha House Party is about to die.
Well, yes. Yeah.
I don't think there's any question. It's done.
Yes, I would agree with you, but I don't think that, like, the people that are in Lucha House Party are going to die.
No, but they're going to split up. And
yes,
there will be no more Lucha House Party.
Well, there might be.
Hello, Zendo.
There might still be a Lucha House Party because they decide to keep Grand Metalik and Dorado together because they were doing the Lucha House Party thing while Kalisto was out. So, I mean, they could still be Lucha House Party and Kalisto just splits.
Yeah, they could. I suppose.
And that would be fine.
Yeah.
So.
I didn't watch Smackdown. How was it? I felt it wasn't very good.
I thought it was okay. I mean, you probably don't need to go back and watch it, though.
No, don't go back and watch it.
Because it's not really worth it.
No.
So.
If you've kind of followed along with the storylines, you pretty much know what happened on SmackDown.
Yeah, it was a bunch of just, like, nothingness building up a payback.
No build-up, no anything. Other than they signed the two of the three guys signed the contract for the
oh, well, I guess you did miss one
title.
good thing, which we'll talk about it in a minute, but that's about it.
So yeah.
Yeah. So we then have Vince and Pierce backstage, and Pierce was like, "Okay, I have 2 out of the 3 guys' signatures. Roman won't let me in his locker room. So, what do you want me to do about that?"
Yeah.
And Vince is like, "Well, go get his signature. That's what I would like you to do about that." And Pierce was like, "Okay then." So we have Alexa, Nikki, and Tamina backstage. Or, well, I guess we have Nikki and Tamina first. And Nikki's really worried about Alexa. She's holding the mug that, oh my gosh, what's it called? The mug that Alexa got Nikki. Yeah, I said that right. That Alexa got Nikki. And so she's holding that, and she's worried about Alexa, and Alexa walks up, and she has her hair in pigtails, and she has, oh my gosh, what's it called? Like the Fiend, like his hair.
Yeah.
I'm literally drawing a blank.
Braids.
No, it's not a braid, though. I mean, it is, but it isn't. You know what I mean. Like the Fiend's hair, you know?
Yeah.
Dreads.
Yeah.
So she has one strand in her hair, and Nikki's like, "Oh, what is this in your hair? What is this in your hair?" And Alexa's like, "Oh, well, this is just something new, and I don't know. I was thinking about just doing a half my head like this, or maybe, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know." And Nikki's like, "Doesn't it remind you of the Fiend?"
Yes.
And Alexa's like, "I thought you'd be more of a supportive friend." And then she smashes the mug on the floor and walks off all angry.
Yes.
And Tamina's just left standing there like, okay. I don't know what the use of Tamina in this segment was for. I mean, aside from Nikki having somebody to talk to in the beginning, like, once Alexa came out, Tamina was legit just standing there. Tamina was like...
Maybe Tamina's going to be part of...
I don't think so.
Since she put out that one video.
I don't think so.
I think she should be.
But Tamina was legit just, like, standing there, and she was just like...
Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman after a 4-year battle with colon cancer. Yes, I just saw that. You gotta do it like Vince McMahon impression.
I can't do a Vince McMahon impression. I'm not even gonna try.
Rest in peace, Bullet Bob Armstrong.
Yeah,
yes,
he passed away last night.
Yep.
So
we talked about that last night.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny Lee says Kobe is 17-18. No, that's not true. John Elite, it is true. He did pass away. It's all over like the news and because I just looked it up and checked it out. My theory is Reigns wins at Payback. Lesnar epically returns, sarcasm, at the Rumble. Lesnar wins the Rumble. Reigns versus Lesnar at WrestleMania. You heard it here first. That would not shock me. I mean, that's kind of... The whole Heyman thing is probably... That's why this whole Heyman thing is being put together. And why I don't think that Roman is truly going to be with Heyman. It's going to be a temporary thing.
Yeah, that's kind of my
theory, too. I just spoiled the end, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Because I haven't technically talked about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Scott ruined my theory, man.
I ruined it for...
Because I was going to share that theory too, bro, and he did it first.
I ruined it for Zendel, who didn't watch the show. Yes, condolences. It's pretty sad.
So, yeah, that was the segment. I think Alexa's gonna go nuts, and Nikki's gonna go nuts worrying about Alexa, and yeah.
Yeah. I think, I think you could see something to do with the three of them together could be interesting.
See, but I don't want to see...
And we've already seen a video with Tamina doing her thing.
I
think they could make this awesome with these three. And I think it would make the women's division, that much better. Do we really want to see Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar again?
No, we don't.
I'm all over that. Let's watch Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar because we watch the same matches every night, every week.
I'm going to share another theory here.
I swear 2020 is the worst year. Yep, James, and we've still got 4 months left. Reigns versus Lesnar at WrestleMania 37. Again, I can't wait. It's going to be a slobber knocker. It'll be an epic battle. No doubt about it.
It'll be great. So after this, we get Morrison, Sheamus, and Miz. And I like this segment. I thought this was funny. So Miz and Morrison are talking about... I don't even know what they were talking about in the first place. But they were talking. And Sheamus comes up and he's like, "Oh, I see you guys were in an intense conversation. Were you talking about our game plan for our match tonight? Against E and Heavy Machinery?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, totally." Because they're not gonna say they weren't because that'll make Sheamus mad, right?
Yes.
So John Morrison goes on. He's like, "Yeah, our game plan is first we need to take out Big E, and we need to not let him get in the ring." And Sheamus is like, yeah, I like that idea. I think that sounds good. Yeah. And then he goes, well, then there's Tucker. And Tucker is the size of, he's got the size and strength of, 3 people, right? So we need to keep him out of the ring too. And then there's Otis, and Otis is Otis, and we need to keep Otis out of the ring too. And Sheamus is like, we need to keep Big E, Otis, and Tucker all out of the ring. He's like, you know what? Never mind. Just follow my lead, okay? And then we're left with Miz and Morrison, and Miz is like, seriously, John, why do you always do this? And John's like, what? I thought it was a good plan. I thought we should... I'd really love to see how that would work out. And Miz is like... This was funny, and I did like this. I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, and this is the other part I like. I did like this part with Sheamus. The whole Sheamus thing.
I just thought it was hilarious, man.
Well, this and then the match. I thought was good.
I really love John Morrison and Miz, and I think they're hilarious. It's stupid, it's stupid humor,
Yeah.
They're dumb. So I find it, I love it, and it's hilarious, and I laugh every single time, everyone in their segments.
Did you just say Tamina and Great Women's Division in the same sentence? Yes, I did. If they were to do what, tied her into the video that she put out earlier in the year, and put her in with Alexa and Nikki, with some sort of stable or, some sort of partnership or something, I think that they could make a good storyline out of it and have the women's division be somewhat more relevant other than just the couple that we see now. That's if they used that, because the video she put out earlier in the year was pretty awesome. It has since been deleted. I know. But I saw it. Lots of people saw it, which makes me think that they could go back to it. So I think if they do that, I think it'd be cool. Who do you think's turn on Sunday, Sasha or Bayley? I don't think anybody's turning Sunday. I still don't understand why y'all toxic fans hate Dana so much.
Because she's not good, James.
James, she's just not good.
She's just not good. Like, she's not good.
Sorry, James.
She's just not good.
Yeah.
So after this, we get Heavy Machinery and Big E versus Morrison, Miz, and Sheamus. Big E and Heavy Machinery end up getting the win in this match. Sheamus walks out on Miz and Morrison, and this was, good fun.
Yeah.
Kind of.
The
Sheamus
thing I thought was cool.
I haven't been a big fan of.
See what they do with it.
I haven't been a big fan of Sheamus since he returned. I haven't loved what he's done. I mean, this has probably been some of the best stuff. Like, I didn't like the Jeff Hardy stuff. I didn't like whatever the heck he was doing before that.
Yeah.
I just didn't. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Shorty G. That's who he was fighting.
Yes.
And it was stupid.
Yeah, and I like this. I like where they're going with Sheamus, or what it looks like they're going to do with Sheamus. He's going to lead. If they continue the Retribution storyline, he's going to be the leader.
Who?
Sheamus.
Why?
Oh, I don't know why.
You just think he's going to be the leader?
Yep.
Why?
Well, look at what he did last week. I don't need any protection.
Okay.
This week he's ripping on, I don't need you guys.
Okay.
So
I don't think that means he's going to be the leader, though.
Just watch.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. So, after this, we have Roman in the last minute of the show. He's backstage, and we see Adam Pearce, and he's like, okay, Roman, this is all I need you to do. I just need you to sign this contract. And Roman's like, yeah, about that. Yeah, I'm not doing this until you change some things here, and I'm not signing it. Here you go. And I don't even know what he said after that, but then there was something about it's not a prediction, it's a spoiler, and then we, pan to Paul Heyman, who's sitting right next to him, and I'm like, no freaking way. Did they really just do that? And they did.
So here's my thought. There's something Heyman has on Roman. What? I don't know. Okay? Because if you look, Roman looks upset about the whole thing. Heyman's sitting there smiling. So I think that possibly what we're going to get is in the contract. I would not be shocked if it doesn't say that Brock Lesnar gets a shot at the title.
That's the dumbest freaking way of doing it.
The next big pay-per-view.
That is the dumbest freaking way of doing it. That is
I'm just telling you.
Stupid. That would be stupid.
Would not shock me.
But I think that ultimately I think what this is leading to is it's going to be another Roman and Brock match. I like your theory of Heyman having something, over Roman. Maybe the thing could be is that he's been, leading Retribution. I mean, maybe that's what it could be. Maybe not. So I think that's that's smart. But I don't love that we're probably getting another Brock match. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I think that's where we're headed, though.
I think if Brock's going to come back...
Well, I don't think it matters who...
I think if Brock is going to come back, I think he should be fighting Bobby Lashley. That's what I think should be happening.
The title, Brock... Maybe that's how they do it, but maybe the stipulation somewhere along the way is going to say... Maybe it says Brock gets a title shot against whoever has the title at WrestleMania. So then you got a little bit of time in there. You got 6 months, 7 months.
Still so stupid. It's still so dumb.
8 months.
I guarantee that Roman is winning the title this weekend, if he's in the match at all, because he didn't sign the contract.
So, I mean, I know we still have 2 days before the pay-per-view, but what if Roman just isn't in this match and he's taken out of the match because he won't sign the contract? So, he's not fighting for the title this weekend, and he will either fight The Fiend or Braun Strowman at the next pay-per-view to drag this out.
Because then we just turn around and do the Braun Strowman Wyatt thing again.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. But again, this is WWE and they do things like this all the time. So I would not be shocked if that's the case either. If Roman ends up not being in the match on Sunday and, goes on to fight Bray at the next pay-per-view. Because I guarantee it will be Bray. I guarantee it's not going to be Strowman. The only reason that Strowman is in this match in the first place is to eat the pin. That's it. Is that Roman can pin Strowman. So The Fiend doesn't lose the title.
Probably.
That is the only reason that Strowman is in this match. And it hurts Strowman a lot. And it really sucks for him. Because everything that they've done with him over the last, I don't know how many months, flushed down the toilet. It's gone. It means nothing now.
Yeah.
And getting beat by Roman is just going to solidify that. And it's trash. It's garbage. It's not. It sucks for him. It really does.
If Brock Lesnar is going to come back having faced Randy Orton, that'd be okay too. Is Drew really injured?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But
I haven't seen anything where it says he's injured. So I would say right now, no.
So yeah, man.
So that's how the show went off the air, was Heyman smiling, looking at Roman, and Roman looking like he was angry about something. Which is why I think this whole thing is like a big charade, and Roman is really not heel.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think, again, this is ultimately leading to another stupid match against Brock. And I would go so far as to say that if Roman wins the title, there's probably going to be another Goldberg match in his future, because Goldberg, it'll be the turn of the year. Maybe they fight each other at Rumble.
Yeah.
Not Goldberg, Brock. Brock and Roman, they fight each other at Rumble.
Yes.
Roman wins, or whatever. And then they go on, because this is totally a WWE thing to do.
Yeah. Definitely.
Bro, this would be the worst booking ever. Roman and Brock are fighting each other at Rumble. Goldberg enters the Rumble, wins the Rumble, and then gets to fight Roman at WrestleMania. That would just legit suck. That would suck so much. I would hate that. But I put it into the universe, and I feel like WWE they would do something like that just because, Goldberg needs to use up his 2 matches a year or whatever. And then after that, that would suck, though. But Can't you see WWE doing that, though? Brock versus Roman at Rumble, and then Goldberg is in the Rumble and wins it? Oh,
yes.
That would be terrible. That'd be awful. I would hate that so much.
Yeah.
I guarantee there's going to be a Roman and Goldberg match, though.
Probably.
I think Roman and Goldberg, I think Roman and Brock, and Roman and Fiend is going to happen, like a one-on-one match. I think that's going to happen.
Roman Goldberg is going to happen at a Saudi show.
No, if they can't get to Saudi, then it's going to happen at like WrestleMania or something. It'd be the dumbest thing ever. But I have a feeling that something like that is going to be in the forecast because...
Yeah, it wouldn't show.
There's the Goldberg and Roman, they legit were like, oh, spear versus spear. Yeah. WrestleMania match. And then Roman had to bow out and couldn't do it. They're going to do it.
Probably. Well, and since Bray had said something to Goldberg the other day.
And then you know what? If Goldberg takes the title off of Roman, then they're going to go and do that. Yeah. Then they're going to do the Fiend versus Goldberg, and the Fiend is going to beat Goldberg.
Goldberg's coming back. It's just a matter of who.
Bro, and that is when they will do Roman versus Goldberg. I can see it now. I literally see it now. Ready for this timeline? Brock and Roman at the Rumble. Goldberg wins the Rumble. He goes on to WrestleMania to fight Roman for the Universal Championship. Roman loses the match. Goldberg goes on to the Saudi show or whatever the next pay-per-view is going to be. He fights the Fiend. The Fiend then takes the title off of Goldberg, and then you get your Fiend and Roman one-on-one match because we just can't
not do it because, the triple threat match means nothing that's happening, this week at Payback. So we must do a Roman versus The Fiend in a singles match, and that is where Roman will beat The Fiend, and that is where The Fiend will be buried.
Yeah.
We'll be right there because, yeah. Dang. I can't believe that, though. But, that's legit. I could literally see them doing that, though.
I could, too.
Because they're stupid.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah, just...
And that would be the next, 6 months. 6 months of pay-per-views. Right there. Brock, Goldberg, Roman. Roman, Goldberg, Brock, Fiend. Roman.
Yes.
But can you see them doing that, though?
Yeah.
Because they totally would, because they're just that dumb.
Pretty much.
So, that was Smackdown, man.
Yes.
In my fantasy, hopefully not fantasy booking. My realistic WWE booking. Is that what I should call that?
Yeah, it's probably realistic.
Because that is not what I want to see happen whatsoever.
James would rather see Roman versus Goldberg.
I would rather see no. I'm good. So, yeah, now we can do Payback predictions.
Payback! What a pay-per-view coming up.
I think
probably
this has been
be
the best built pay-per-view
one of the best
of
pay-per-views
the
of the
last
year.
15 years.
I don't even think it's going to be close. It's going to be the most outstanding pay-per-view that WWE has put on this year, and probably in the last 5 years.
So, yeah, it's going to be the greatest, and we are all really
General
hyped for
says
it.
they added Rey Mysterio and Dominic fighting Seth and Buddy Murphy at Payback.
Yep, I have the entire match
Yes, and we're really excited about this, especially considering the next night on Raw, we're going to get Rey versus Seth! Because we haven't seen enough of this whole
Why did they make that match, though? Why did they make that match? Why did they just not wait? Why did they do that?
I do not know. But the whole idea, it just... You guys don't care about this pay-per-view.
No, I don't.
It is going to be one of the greatest pay-per-views ever.
I don't know why,
I don't understand, there's no build-up to it.
None whatsoever.
It's like, the storylines are either A, they're just thrown together at the last second, or B, they...
Should have been over at SummerSlam, but they were like, just kidding, we're
They
gonna do
felt
a little crappy finish here.
They need to have the same matches over and over and over and over, in some shape, form, some way. And so I don't understand why they're doing this.
I predict Rey loses both eyes. Yeah, man, I wouldn't be shocked by that, though, honestly. Give it a chance. James, there's nothing to give it, a chance, though, because
I predict
all
Rey
of
loses
it...
both eyes. That would be cool.
We've seen all of this already, and if we haven't seen it, well, they've, no, just kidding. We've seen all of this before,
But
so...
he can't lose them until Monday, because he has a match Monday with Seth.
That literally makes no sense to me. I don't know why you would do that. Why announce that you are doing Rey and Dominic versus Seth and Murphy on the pay-per-view this Sunday, and then be like, oh, just kidding, also Rey's fighting Seth on Monday?
What? Did they just say, hey, the only people we want to work with is Seth goes, I just want to work with Rey and Dominic, please.
For the next 9 months
Rey
until
said,
I'm leaving?
Well, I would just like to work with Seth and Murphy, please.
I don't know.
And over again.
I don't know, man.
I don't understand it. Alright, so let's get into our predictions for...
So we'll go ahead and start with
Payback.
Matt Riddle versus King Corbin. I think the only reasonable answer here, the only logical answer would be Matt Riddle, but it'll probably be Corbin. Because they hate, anybody on the roster that's not Corbin.
I'm going to say this is probably the dumbest match ever, one of the worst build-ups. throw this together last minute type thing.
This pay-per-view's gonna suck.
But I'm gonna say Matt Riddle. I'm gonna say Matt Riddle.
I want Matt Riddle to win, but I just
wonder who's going to be on the pre-show.
Because this entire probably Matt Riddle and Corbin.
They're just gonna pull somebody out of the crowd to do it. Oh wait, there's no crowd. It's just like monitors. They're gonna have people playing their game, whatever the wrestling games are on, the card game that's on your phone. What's the card game called? No, the wrestling card games.
Oh, Supercard?
There's like a couple card
I
games.
was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
card games?
Wrestling card games, man.
Well,
You can wrestle with the card games.
You had to be more specific. There's more than just... You had to put the word wrestling in front of it. I don't know why...
WWE Supercard.
I don't know
sure
why...
that's what they're going to do.
I don't know why the first thing that came to my mind was Uno. What the card?
We're talking about wrestling.
I'm sorry. The first thing that came to my mind was Uno. You said
James
card
is taking
game.
King Corbin.
Man, Uno.
Good choice, James.
So anyways, I would...
Why did Uno come to your mind?
I don't know.
Nobody knows.
So anyways,
we're talking about wrestling.
Uno! I don't know. It was the first card game that came. You didn't say wrestling card game at first. You just said card game, and I was like, okay, Uno.
Well, I know Uno. I mean, I asked you. I said, what card games are on your phones?
I said Uno because jeez, Uno. So, anyways, Matt Riddle versus King Corbin. I am going to say Corbin because Matt Riddle, this entire feud, has been beating up all the people that are trying to go for the King's ransom, so I think that Corbin is going to end up beating Riddle because they're stupid. So.
That wouldn't shock me, but I'm going to stick with my pick and say...
I would love for Matt Riddle to win, though.
Yes.
But I'm going to say Corbin.
Okay.
So.
Is Baron Corbin just push me down a flight of stairs? Yes. Push me down a flight of stairs.
So, after this, we have Apollo Crews versus Bobby Lashley. This is for the United States Championship.
Oh, another exciting match.
The build-up to this match? The build-up to this match has just been so excellent.
Forget the build-up. This has been like a feud with Apollo and like this whole Lashley MVP.
That's who he's been having a feud with.
The whole thing has been kind of a feud with them.
I think Apollo Crews is going to win, and it's going to make Lashley look like a chump. That's what it's going to do, and I think it's stupid. I don't know why I do that to Lashley. Lashley's been killing everybody on Raw Underground. Maybe he should just stay there because, fighting for the U.S. Championship isn't going to do much for him.
I'm going to take Lashley.
I'm going to say Apollo because, like I said, I think they're going to make Lashley look like a chump.
So we've got 3 Lashleys. My pick is Bobby Trashley.
I mean Lashley.
So now we got 4 Lashleys.
I think that they're going to make Lashley look like a chump. That's what I think they're going to do.
Apollo wins. James sides with you, so he's taking Apollo.
I really think they're going to do it. Because I think that they're just that disrespectful to Bobby Lashley.
I think he wins. Just saying.
I think he's going to lose and then just be done with WWE as a whole and be like, no, just kidding. I'm going to Raw Underground because this stuff is not working out for me. And then if it was me writing stories, then they would lead to Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar on Raw Underground. But they're not going to because we're going to get Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. So, yeah. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have even put Bobby Lashley in this match to begin with.
John Elite says, happy Sammy's back. Yes, me too. I just hope they use him the right way.
So, let's talk about...
What's next?
Dominic and Ray versus Seth and Murphy. I feel like I've only seen this, I don't know, a couple hundred times in some capacity.
Like, who's it payback for? Because it seems like both have kind of gotten...
Well, Seth took Ray's eye. Dom got beat up by Seth.
So now, guess what's going to happen?
I think Ray and Dom have to
Ray
win
and Dom win.
Ugh,
and
why does that explain... Why does that explain everything, though?
Ray and Dom are going to win.
I think that Dom and Ray have to win.
Ray is going to announce, let the beatings begin. And they're going to bring out the kendo sticks and, beat him up.
Who?
Ray and Dominic are going to break out the kendo sticks and destroy Seth and Murphy.
Oh. Well, I think that, Ray and Dom have to win. I mean, they have to, because they almost won on Monday, but Retribution, so no, they didn't win. Dom got beat up at SummerSlam, looked like a fool. Ray's had his eye taken once.
The great thing about this is...
Almost twice.
On Monday, we turn back around and we get Seth and Ray again.
Tom's been beaten up.
Yes!
Tom's been beaten up about 18,000 times by Seth and Murph. I mean, Dom's looking real good. Dominic is looking like he's going to have a stellar WWE career.
I think that Dominic and
like top notch. Like he could beat Roman Reigns. No, just kidding. He could get beat up by Roman Reigns. This kid is being set up for real great things.
Dominic did look better his last match.
Yeah, man. This
Um,
is just I don't know what you do with this. This is what sucks for Dominic.
Thank you, Mrs. Gleen.
Is because I don't know what you do with Dominic after this. I mean, you can't get much better than getting beat up by Seth every week, can ya?
I think this match, this particular match. Well, actually, there's several matches on this card that are like, why?
So
Seth
I don't
is
know.
on his way out. So to be with Becky, as y'all know, she's due in December. Yes, I figure he's probably going to be done in the next 2 months.
Ugh, no, I
I
disagree
disagree
on
on
Dom.
Dom.
What would you do with Dom? Oh, man.
Tell him to quit.
Dominic will probably pin Seth Sunday. Probably. And I mean, that would be fine. But, like, I don't know what you do with him after this.
Actually, I think with Dominic, they need to like have him go back to NXT.
Like,
and
seriously,
performance
though,
center do something.
where do you go with him after this? What does he have to do? It's not like... I don't think he can go after a mid-card title.
I'm gonna make a prediction here.
I think,
I'm gonna say-
I know what they're gonna do. They're gonna do Ray versus Dominic. That's what they're gonna set up.
Here's why I think Dominic and Ray will win the match.
Tom is only being pushed because of Ray.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Dominic and Ray end up getting the win, and then Dominic ends up getting beat up by Seth and Murphy, which is why we turn around and have a Seth versus Ray the following night, and then Dominic comes out and helps Seth on Monday.
So he can take over for Seth's group while Seth is gone?
No, just because he's gonna get back at his dad. Like, Dad, you didn't protect me. You've always said you'd protect me, and you didn't. You let them beat me
Well,
up.
that would be 2 weeks in a row because he got beat up at SummerSlam, and then he
So
also
that's
got
what I'm
beat up
saying.
at Payback. I mean, yeah, that would make sense, I suppose. And then after that, they Dominic and Ray turn on each other, and they have a match
Yes,
going into the next pay-per-view.
that's what I think's gonna happen. Super 619.
Yeah, yeah.
Dominic has a super slow 619.
It's real slow. I mean, it looks good, though. It's just really slow. Like, I mean...
Yeah, if you're a turtle.
It looks okay.
Yeah, if you're
It's
a turtle.
not like a bad
Oh,
619.
that was like fast.
It's not bad, but it's also, like, really slow.
Yeah, definitely really slow.
Like, when he runs, like, when he's running the ropes,
Dom as U.S. champ is different.
like, I don't know why. I don't know if he's just, like, stiff or what, but he just...
It is bad.
See, I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be
Just
nice.
be real.
It sucks. I've been impressed with some of the stuff that he's done. Like, I think his frog splash
Getting
looks
beat by a
okay.
kendo stick.
Yeah, that was real good.
He got tied up in the ropes really well. And got beat by kendo stick.
I
Two.
think he legitimately had no clue how to get out of the ropes. Like, honestly, at least that's what I'm gonna say. Like, in my head, I'm like, I don't think he knows how to get out of the ropes, so he's just like, I have to sit there and take this.
I think the thing
because I can't get out. Like,
well, and the thing with this one is like how, like you just sit there. By the way, we're gonna approach Dominic here and Ray. What we would like to do is have you get tied up in the ropes, and Seth is going to like hit you really hard across the chest.
And while that's happening,
And while he's doing that, Murphy is going to hit you in the back with a kendo stick. Are you up for that?
And Dom's like, well, I don't think I can say no.
Where do I sign?
Oh,
I kind of have to laugh. We were talking about Dom more than
More than
last
Legend
night.
Apollo.
It's shocking how Sasha murdered a cow just to wear pants.
That was amazing, though.
Well,
like
the whole thing with the Lashley Apollo thing is again, I think it's one of those things that you sit here and you watch it. And
you're just like,
it's like it's done over and over again. I think it's kind of tough to sit here and like, because Lashley should. I mean.
Honestly,
Lashley should be like
Lashley should be like Universal Champion right now, but he's not. So yeah.
And this whole Dom thing is like,
it's just
like
laughable,
ridiculous. I don't
bro.
get it.
It's just laughable. Like, I mean, I'm gonna give him props for really trying. Like,
I see 4 Eyes gone now. WWE sign me up.
Like, I want to give him props for just like going out there and just. I mean, he took it like a champ. He took the beating like a champ.
Well, what are you gonna do?
I don't know, but that was like the best part of this entire feud. Honestly,
Him getting beat by the kendo
yes.
sticks?
Yeah,
That's what everybody remembers because he like posted pictures. Look at me.
He sold it really well, and I'm sure it wasn't sad. I'm sure he was legitimately
Sold it. He's like going.
Like, I'm sure he legitimately was like, "Ow, this hurts," you know. So
Thank you. Can I have another?
like, man,
His skin sold it well. Yeah, definitely.
Like, honestly though, like I have to give him props for doing that. But man, this has just not been good.
Well, someone should have said how many times was Ray dropped on his head throughout his career, because it's obviously affected you, Dominic. Look, Dominic, he does have heart. But does anyone remember David Flair? Oh, that's who he reminds me of. Yeah, I mean, yeah, kind of. It was memorable because WWE showed it over and over and over and oh no, they didn't show it over. That was like different times he got hit. Boom! I took the first one. Oh crap! Now you got me tied up in the ropes. I'm gonna get hit from both sides. Great.
Oh man.
David Flair was definitely way worse. We already know who's winning the women's tag match, so we even talk about this much. Yes, we're going to talk about it because I know exactly who's winning too.
Oh my gosh.
Do y'all think Shelton should have another run for the title before he hangs up his feet?
Boots.
Oh.
Yeah, I think Shelton.
From here, it looks like feet.
I think Shelton should be given a much better, like, I think he should be given a good title reign before he leaves, like a good mid-card title run, but I don't think it's going to happen. He's really talented, and I really like him.
I agree.
But, you know, it sucks, because, you know.
All right, next match.
Now that we're done making fun of Dominic.
Yes. By the way, I did pick Dominic and Ray.
I also picked Dominic and Ray.
Because the next night, we're going to get Seth and Ray. But I think Dominic gets beat up at the end.
So, Bayley and Sasha versus Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. Apparently there was an advertisement for this on, like, Facebook or something, and they had Asuka in the picture, instead of Nia Jax.
Dom went with 4 eyes hanging out.
So, I think that this was originally supposed to be Shayna and Asuka, but Asuka, you know, got concussed, and so they were like, okay, we can't do this.
Yes.
You know?
I'm pretty sure that's where we're...
So, I think that Shayna and Nia are walking out with the titles.
I agree.
Because I think that Sasha's not going to save Bayley.
I would say so.
Because Bayley didn't save Sasha last week. So that's
Mrs.
how
Gleen
it's
wants to see
gonna go
Mama Mysterio get involved. I thought she was going to get involved last week.
I thought she was going to, like, throw in the towel.
Yeah.
And she didn't.
I was waiting for her to come down and go, yep, that's it.
It's over. Sorry. We're done here. Sorry, we're done. Dominic.
That's my baby.
Dominic,
And Ray, you want to take a beating?
Dominic, sorry, we're gonna have to like cancel that contract. I don't care if you signed it a week ago. No, that's not happening anymore. You're done.
James is taking Sasha and Bayley. I'm gonna go with Shayna and Nia. Just because I think...
I am also going to take Shayna and Nia because I think that Sasha and Bayley are losing the tag titles because of Sasha.
This is a tough one. It is a tough one. I mean, I'm kind of torn, but I think that originally this Shayna and Nia thing was just supposed to be like a joke. But I think that they're kind of building this into... to win the titles, but I think they're going to lose them. What voice? What's she talking about? Is she talking about me doing that?
Probably your Mama Mysterio.
Don't do that voice again. That was terrible. What are you talking about? That one?
Mama Mysterio.
My baby boy. I don't want to get it again.
It was amazing.
Bastard Bob is abstaining. He's not picking anybody. You're picking a draw.
Dang. I legitimately I think that Shayna and Asuka were winning the tag titles. I think that's what the plan was from the beginning. And I think that Shayna and Nia are now winning the tag titles. That's what I think is happening.
I agree.
And then who they lose them to, I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know. They'll probably hold the titles for a bit.
Or they just throw them in the trash.
I mean, or that.
They just say these women tag titles are the worst, and I don't do that. I hear voices in my head. So do I.
Oh man.
I do too.
So, yeah, we're in agreement, Shayna and I.
See, that's what happens when you ask Mr. G not to do something.
He does it
that's
again.
Right.
Because it's really funny. Wait. You gotta do it one more time.
My baby boy! I wish he would take a beating. Ray, protect him.
Throw the talon. There you go. So we have Keith Lee versus
Anybody
Randy
that just
Orton.
came in the chat right there is going, what the crap did I just walk into?
Keith Lee versus Randy Orton. I'm gonna be honest. I don't care. I think this is ending in a DQ, a draw, a no contest. Because I think that Drew McIntyre is going to come back. I think he's going to mess with Randy Orton once again. And I think that's going to make Keith Lee a little bit angry.
Yep.
And then I think we're going to get Keith Lee versus Drew McIntyre at the next pay-per-view.
Yep.
Which I think is Hell in a Cell. But it could be wrong.
Yep.
Let's just look, shall we?
Or maybe it'll be the next week. They'll just
Or maybe it's Night of Champions.
Interference, Randy wins by DQ or Keith Lee wins because of Drew. Yes, I 100% agree. I think that I think there will be a DQ because Drew is getting involved. Keith Lee and his new look for the loss.
We don't have a.
Do you like his? Do you like the new look? Do you like his new song, Bastard Bob?
It's awful. It is.
Oh, I guess it's Bastard Sob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
SOB.
Where'd I get Bob?
I don't know.
Jeez.
You've been calling the wrong name for the last.
He's probably like, who are you talking to?
What the heck? It's SOB.
Yeah.
You fool.
SOB. I like Sob better. Nope. Good. Neither do we.
Anyways, what is the next pay-per-view after Payback?
His old look was badass. Yes, definitely.
See, now he looks like it looks like he's wearing a trash bag.
Yeah.
Like that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
His old song was so much better.
Definitely.
Full basket is glowing. It was so much better.
Yeah.
And then they were like, oh, well, we're urging you to get rid of your CFL theme songs because we don't work with them anymore. And Keith Lee should have been like, I don't care. Okay? My music is good. I sang my own song.
A skirt.
So I'm going to continue using it.
He should have said, well, I'm not working with you anymore.
What the heck is the next pay-per-view?
The next pay-per-view is...
Don't tell me that it's Payback. Clash of Champions.
Clash of Champions.
September 27th.
Oh, wow. So we go 3 weeks, and then we have the next pay-per-view.
Sweet, can't wait. And that's
So
where we will get Keith Lee versus Drew McIntyre. And then November 1st is Hell in a Cell.
3 pay-per-views in a matter of a month.
Why is Hell in a Cell November 1st?
Because...
Hell in a Cell's like always been in
It's
October.
the day after Halloween. Because Halloween's on the 31st. So they're going to do... Or Halloween is on Saturday. So they go the next night with Hell in a Cell.
Wow, so exciting.
He should have said, I'm a penguin. You gotta let me fly.
So So I don't even understand. I don't even.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't know. Oh, and then, okay, well, while we're here, Hell in a Cell is November 1st. NXT TakeOver War Games is November 21st. Survivor Series is November 22nd. And December 23rd is TLC. Well, that's what the rest of the year looks like. So exciting. Can't wait.
With nothing in October. They could have Halloween Havoc in October.
They could literally do Halloween Havoc as an NXT TakeOver pay-per-view on Saturday. They literally could do it.
Yeah,
I guarantee people would watch it.
Yeah, definitely. It's
They're
Halloween,
stupid.
man. They could do some cool stuff. I just found you guys and I'm in love.
Thanks, man. Thanks for joining the chat. You know,
Yes.
it's always a good time getting different people's takes on things, and it's cool. Oh shoot!
Yeah, it's cool.
No, Nightbot timed out. What?
Uh-oh, we're gonna have to fix that. Bastard SOB just got...
Oh, who the heck are you, my evil twin? Stop spamming symbols. Ugh, Nightbot. Sorry, dude.
Yeah, I will tell you the story here, Bastard SOB. We had someone came in and put in a bunch of symbols that were
Chill out. Yeah, man.
They put in a bunch of symbols and created an inappropriate picture once. So we had to go in and...
I don't know why anybody takes the time to do that.
Yeah, we had to go in and make some changes, and...
It's like, what the heck?
So that is why, and that's why we have this set up, so it's not like...
Yeah, so sorry about that, dude. We'll fix that
Yeah.
so that doesn't do that, because that was lame. It's lame.
So that's the backstory
I love
to Nightbot.
I love that Nightbot did that as soon as
Right
he
after
was
you guys,
like,
I love your
I love you
channel!
guys! Fools! Allow? We permitted the term fools? What? Why did it do that?
I don't know.
I say fools all the time.
Yeah,
Nightbot's gonna come after me. Jeez.
I'm just glad that, he comes in, I love your channel, and then it's like, timed out!
Sorry, you can't say that in here. Ah, man. That was so dumb. I can't even believe. Not you.
Not you.
The spam bot.
Yes.
So, anyways, Keith Lee and Randy Orton. I think this is gonna go to no contest, DQ.
It happened to James too.
Whatever.
I think it happened to the chill section too, didn't it?
I think it's pretty much happened.
It's happened to everybody. I think everybody's been in here.
At least once. At least once.
Well, if the one clown wouldn't have come in here and did what he did, then we wouldn't have to put in the.
Oh man. So, anyways, Keith Lee versus Randy Orton. I think this is going DQ, or no contest, or something like that. Because I think Drew McIntyre is going to get involved, and that's
might
gonna
be
make
fixed
Keith Lee
now.
angry.
All right, cool. I think it's DQ. I don't think anybody wins.
Yeah, because I think Drew's going to get involved, and I think it's going to make Keith Lee a little bit angry because he will have done that twice in a time span of
That's
a week.
why I think there's going to be a DQ.
So, that's what I think is going to happen there.
All right, next match.
The one that we've all been waiting for the last 18 years. WWE's DQ too much in big matches, but they will need it for this match. Yeah, because
I agree.
It's leading to Keith Lee versus Drew McIntyre, and they're going to do the next pay-per-view. I mean, and if they're lucky, if we're lucky, we might get it, the next night on Raw because, they just can't wait. But then we'll also get it at the pay-per-view. But, we'll get it 2 weeks from, Raw on Monday. We'll get it 2 weeks later. We'll get Keith Lee and Drew McIntyre again. And by the time we get to Clash of Champions or whatever the next pay-per-view is, they will have actually fought each other like 6 times. So.
Yes.
That's the way WWE booking works.
I agree.
So, yeah. The next match, the one that we've all been waiting for, that we are just
The
so
Fiend versus
excited
Roman
for.
versus Braun. And Roman has Paul Heyman.
I'm really excited for this. Really excited. And I'm really excited. Like, really. Like, truly. Like, I've never been more excited for a match in my life. Like, I really...
Well,
I love this.
You know how I feel about triple threat matches for titles anyway. I hate them.
I hate Roman.
I hate anything where you have to have more than 2 people for a title. We have to keep spam setting the pie because of idiots. Like the dude who dropped in here to spam anatomically correct pictures. Yes. Where was Retribution tonight?
That's a good question. They came on Monday, and they were on the show on Monday.
Johnelle, you are wrong. I am so excited for this match.
And Retribution, there's a problem when I'm sitting there, like, waiting for, like, I want Retribution to be on the show. And, like, I want Retribution to be on the show. If they don't show up at Payback, they're like, whoa, what are you doing, man? They have to show up at Payback. Have to. I don't know where. I don't know when. I don't know why. I don't know how. But they need to show up at Payback. Otherwise, I'm going to be a little bit upset and I want my money back.
I think Roman wins this match too. Otherwise, he wouldn't be in it. I mean, this is... And it's going to have something to do with down the road.
Roman is winning this match, and he's going to pin Braun Strowman. And that's what's happening. The Fiend is not going to even be involved in like the decision of who's winning this match.
The whole Retribution thing, do you think possibly because they've gotten some crap about the whole Retribution and how they've used them, that they decided to try and not have them involved here for a few days?
No, because this is WWE and they don't care what we think.
Well, I understand that, but they have been putting them out there, like, frequently.
They've been poking them.
They've been poking them, yeah. They've been putting them out there frequently, like every show. And the reason I say
now I miss them, and I want them to be on the show to save it.
Well, with them, like, was it last week on Smackdown where they attacked at the beginning? Or was it Raw?
It was Raw. They attacked.
They attacked Raw. They
attacked Dom this week.
Yeah.
They attacked Dom and Ray.
But was it last week they attacked the production truck?
Yes.
Like, if you're gonna attack the production truck at the beginning of the show, wouldn't you be in control? And, like, they attack the truck, and then you don't hear from them for the rest of the show. Like, you've made them pointless.
Yeah.
We're coming to take over.
Just kidding.
All right, let's just run the show.
Bro, if Retribution was smart, they would have attacked at SummerSlam. SummerSlam, legit, everybody was there.
Maybe Vince is giving up
Everybody.
on them. It's possible.
Everybody was there. Everybody. Why would you not attack them at SummerSlam,
Retribution
bro?
was small, then medium, then big, then disappeared. I'm talking the size of the people. Well, not only the size of the people, but the number of people that were in it. Because it started out, it was just like a couple,
5.
and they were all like 4 foot.
And then there were like 18 of them.
I said they were like gremlins. They got wet, and they grew. And they multiplied. And then they ate something, and then they grew. And so, so maybe they just forgot to eat this week and just didn't show up. And didn't take a shower. So they didn't grow.
I don't know, man. Like, if Retribution was a smart team, they would have showed up at SummerSlam and beaten up everybody. Anybody and everybody that was involved on that show, they would have beaten them up because that is the smart thing that a group would do if they're trying to take over the WWE and they want to get rid of these people. They would have attacked everybody that's on the show, bro. And they didn't. And I'm just like, what? Why? And I mean, like, I understand, if...
Nobody gets your Gremlins reference, Mr. G. Everybody needs to watch Gremlins, and then you know my reference. I've never seen it. It's pretty cool.
I've never seen it. Anyways.
I liked it.
Anyways.
It's a good movie.
Anyways.
Evil John Cena.
Anyways.
Yes. You can't see him.
I understand, the whole, Roman showing up thing, and, if Retribution was involved on that show, people would be talking about Retribution and not Roman, but I still think it's dumb. If Retribution wanted to be, heard...
I knew the chill section would
They would have showed up. It's lame. It's dumb. And
I agree.
I miss Retribution. That's the point I'm trying to make.
I agree, Bastard SOB. WWE is using Retribution wrong and The Fiend wrong. The Fiend should never be a champion.
Never. Ever. Never in the history of the world should The Fiend be a champion.
They should never have him be the champion. Ever, ever, ever. So 2 storylines are just effed up right now, in my opinion. 100% agree. As I said, I don't think The Fiend should ever have the champion.
Should never
happen. And the whole Retribution thing. Well,
Bro, I miss them being on TV.
Here's the thing.
That's a problem though. Because the stuff that they did was such trash.
Let me ask you this.
I'm okay.
What is a gremlin?
I want to see Retribution on the show, and I want them to beat somebody up. That's what I want to see, and I shouldn't be wanting that, but I do. So.
I'm trying to see what James has there.
He's a monster. He doesn't care about
That's
titles.
right. That's why they don't. That's why they should never have him have the title. Plus, when he's the champion, he is the hunted.
And he's the hunter.
The Fiend is a hunter.
Yeah.
They should never have him be champion ever.
Yep.
Now, if they want to have him mess with the champions, that's fine. But don't ever have him be like go for the title or anything like that. Just like have him screw with the champions. What is a gremlin? James, they are originally they're little furry things, and a
gremlin is a car from the 1970s.
Yes, that too. They're a little furry thing, and when he gets wet, like these like eggs pop off of him, and he multiplies.
Alrighty then.
And when he multiplies, the creatures that are multiplied from him are not very nice. And then they eat, and they are dangerous. And they take over things.
You could have just left it at a gremlin as a car from the 1970s.
Well, could have, but I don't want
James
anybody to think.
taken
I don't want anybody to think. When I'm talking gremlins, like they multiply. Like cars don't just multiply.
Gremlins are like evil Furbies.
Yes, evil Furbies.
If you don't know what a Furby is, you should look that up.
Let's go back to chill section. I don't care for Retribution. So let me ask you this: you don't care about Retribution. Is it because of the way they have used them, the storyline that they've used with them, or is it because you just don't like Retribution?
Oh, while we're waiting for I almost said the chill observing stuff.
The chill observing stuff.
It's the chill section. Oh, while we're waiting.
His alter ego will be very upset with you.
While we're waiting for the chill section to respond, wait, there it is. Never mind.
It's because of the way they're used. Yeah, I mean, I don't think they've used them right. Just the way they've used them has not been good.
So, anyways, the chill observing stuff. I think that's what you should change your name to. The chill section. I don't know why I did that. Anyways, so I think with, oh, no, just kidding. I was going to tell everybody something. Dominic Dijakovic. I'm all over the place. Okay, anyways. Dominic Dijakovic, there was a tweet that he put out that was a bunch of numbers. He then deleted the tweet like right away, but before he deleted the tweet, somebody, super sleuth, screenshotted it, and they were like, I'm going to figure this out. So they did. And the numbers ended up like spelling out Sunday, and so people are like, payback! So don't be shocked if Dominic Dijakovic shows up at payback.
I will not be shocked.
Because there were numbers that apparently meant Sunday. See, I'll look it up. I'll find it. Yes. I'm not just pulling this information out of the air.
No.
Didn't just make it up.
Pulling it off Twitter.
Yes, I am pulling it off Twitter, though.
Not out of the air.
Dominic.
Just off Twitter. Which technically is coming through the air.
Dijakovic.
To your phone.
Boop, 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 boop. Do, 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 do. Oh, okay. Let's just go to Dijakovic WWE's page.
Dijakovic.
Bro, all the tweets that he's liked.
Too much sugar. You've had too much sugar.
Not really. I haven't really had that much sugar today. I had coffee.
It's
like
the chicken
earlier.
she made tonight.
Oh, I made really good chicken tonight. It was delicious.
With the
I cooked
gravy
dinner.
Stuff she put
it
on
was
there.
really good.
Yeah, it was really good.
It was delicious.
It was delicious.
Anyways, Dijakovic.
No clue what you put in it, but it was good.
I'll tell you what I put in it in a second. 1 second. I'm trying to find this. I can't find it. It's not showing up. They don't want me to find it.
It doesn't exist.
Oh, wait a minute. Stop.
Orange soda with caffeine, Maven. So there you are. See,
actually, I take that back.
Orange soda with caffeine, Maven, and we have a purple Twitch
Stop.
can.
Wait, why did people... Now I'm confused. That's Roman.
No, not him.
Stop, but wait. It could be, though.
No, they're not the same.
You sure about that?
No.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah. He's not as big.
Here it is.
192-114-040125. Call that number immediately, and you'll find out exactly what's going to happen on Payback.
No, numbers...
I will repeat that. 1-921-140-40-125.
I'll even do it right here.
Call that number. You'll find out what's going to happen on Payback.
No, I guarantee you won't.
It's 99 cents for the first minute. 50 cents each additional minute.
I just dropped the pen.
Anyways, let me write out the numbers and the letters, and I will tell you. I'll show you. I'll prove it to you right now.
John L., did you hear the guy that played Black Panther passed away? Yes, we did. Kind of a sad thing.
I'm gonna do some work.
What are you doing? Oh, seriously, you're not gonna go through and do that, are you?
Yes, I am.
Oh my God. Whoever did that, is crazy and has no time on their, no life.
Nope.
And everybody's gonna be real excited about this. What's she doing? Oh, she's trying to decipher this message.
WXYZ.
She just wrote the alphabet on a piece of paper.
3, 4, 5.
And now she's numbering.
6. No, not 16. Just 6.
She's numbering.
7, 8,
Said
9,
letters.
10, 11, 12.
There's 26 total.
13. Thank you.
Yeah.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26.
Well, good. Now we know.
All right, now
that we know that you know your alphabet,
19.
and we know that you know how to count to 26. We're in good
Okay.
shape.
21. 11. What is 11?
No, that'd be 14.
Oh, just kidding. Sorry. I ran the numbers together. 14.
Jeez, you messed it up already. 4.
14 is N.
4.
4. That'd be D.
1.
A.
25.
Y.
Maven's math skills. So there we are. We've done it. We deciphered it. It spells Sunday.
Look at my horrible spelling.
If you decipher the numbers, it spells Sunday. Retribution will be on
Sunday.
Payback.
Sunday. I'm really great at... You see that 6? I originally wrote 16.
Yeah.
And now...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 16.
That's the way Vincent counts, though. He's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 15,
Yeah.
19, 22.
I know where he gets it from now.
63.
I thought it was just him not being able to count. It's you
Anyways.
trying to count with him.
There you go. I deciphered it right here. So the people are not lying. This is a legitimate thing.
James says hurricanes, earthquakes, tornadoes, and COVID. Can this year get any worse?
Probably, yes.
James, it could. It really could.
But I mean, it can only go up from here, right?
It could do that too.
Right? Yep. So anyways, you were asking me what was in my chicken?
No, I don't think they care what was in your chicken. See, in fact, we're down to 3 viewers. They're like, what the crap are we talking
That's
about?
because I was doing math. And they
Yeah.
were like, I don't want to watch you do math.
That's what I said.
Your math is really bad. You're really
Yeah.
bad at math. And I was like, okay. Thanks. You can just,
All right.
Really? You're going to cut us off right here? We're almost to 1 hour and 30 minutes. We have to stay on for the next 5 minutes.
Nobody has...
Yes,
Does
we
anybody else
do.
have anything you want to talk about?
Yes,
For the next
my
5
chicken
minutes?
recipe.
Okay, yeah, I'm sure they want to hear about your chicken.
I'm sure they do because it was delicious.
Yeah. They're all over about the chicken recipe.
Yes!
Yes.
Mrs. G wants to know what I made.
What was in the chicken?
So I cooked dinner tonight, and it was delicious. I cook dinner every, week, because I like cooking. Cooking is fun. So tonight, we have tons of things to discuss. We do, like my chicken recipe,
All right.
because it was delicious.
Let's discuss your chicken recipe.
So anyways, I like to cook, and cooking is fun, and I enjoy doing that. So I cooked dinner tonight, and I made green beans. I didn't actually make the green beans. They were just green beans from a can, and they were really good. Very salty, though, but they were good. I made steamed carrots, and that was real simple because I just put the carrots in a pot with some water and steamed, as one does. I made mashed potatoes. I made mashed potatoes, and I did them a little differently than I normally do. I used a blender, not a blender, a whisk. Not a whisk.
She used a blender.
What is it called? I used a stand, not a stand mixer.
Chef Maven. Yes,
A
she is
hand
Chef Maven.
mixer. I used a hand mixer. That's what it's called. And I whipped the potatoes with some vegan butter.
She took them down.
Vegan butter and soy milk, and it was delicious. They were really good. Just a pinch of salt. And then I made chicken, and the chicken was delicious. So for the chicken, I, put them in a bowl, and then I put garlic, like minced garlic, like that you keep in your fridge. Minced garlic in a jar, put some of that in there. I put parsley, poultry seasoning, garlic powder, and onion powder. I don't know why I said garlic powder so weirdly.
Yeah, garlic powder.
The garlic and powder were together, not separate. Because that's garlic powder is a thing. I used thyme, rosemary, and salt and pepper.
So, does anybody watch AEW Dark?
Did you really just interrupt me trying to tell my chicken
Yes,
recipe?
I did.
So then I put that in a thing, mixed it up, put it in a pan.
I did.
And it was great. So, yeah. AEW Dark sucked.
Yeah.
So what do you want to talk about that? It
Well,
was bad.
I was just curious if anybody watches Dark. I mean, that's like...
It was bad.
Yeah.
It was real bad. Like AEW Dark. I don't watch it every week, but this week was like...
Dinner was good, Maven. Thanks for cooking.
Yeah, no problem.
Yes.
It was really good. Anyways, I don't know what AEW Dark... Like, it's just not good.
No, it's not.
Like, I don't know...
Like, what's the point of it?
I don't know.
It doesn't add to any of the storylines. And you know who's gonna win like every match.
It's
Or
just
almost
pointless.
every match.
I don't know the point of AEW Dark though. Like I really don't. It's not like when it's not good, people aren't gonna go out of their way to like watch it. You know?
Yeah.
So like I don't know the reason for it.
I don't know either.
It doesn't quite make a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, I don't understand it either. It's like it's one of those things where you go, what's the point of this? And
I told you there was a bug in here.
a little natty bug.
I told you. I don't understand
I can find it. Here, James, I'll find it for you.
I just don't understand the purpose of it. And like I said, it's not like a show on TNT or whatever. And so it's just like whatever. Like people, like I said, people aren't going to go out of their way to watch it. You know? It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Are you having some issues?
No, I would not have issues.
Because you're having, it seems like you're having some trouble finding
That's
it.
because my subscriptions aren't coming up here.
Well, just search AEW Dark. I'm sure it'll come
Well,
up.
I could do that too.
I'm sure that would be the easier way to do it.
Well, it could be.
It's
but
on the
I would
All
think
Elite
that it'd be
Wrestling
right there in my
YouTube channel.
subscriptions. I mean, it's
It's on the All Elite Wrestling YouTube channel. And they have... You can paste that. Yeah, there you go.
if you use that website, James, it takes you right to the All Elite Wrestling, and it'll take you right to AEW, and it's right there on their page, right at the top.
Yeah, but I don't like go out of my way to watch AEW Dark. It's not really worth it. It's kind of just a waste of my hour.
Yeah.
Of my hour? Of an hour. A hour. 1 hour. It's a waste of time.
Yeah,
Because I don't really see it.
I would agree.
I don't see a need for it. You know?
Yeah.
So... I just want to see the women wrestle. They do have a lot of women's matches on there. Now, whether they're good or not, that's debatable, but...
There's a lot. I mean, James, this is why I said, they do have a lot of women's matches on there. It's, I think that they had, the other night, I want to say they had 4 or 5 matches. And they have a lot of matches. There's like no promos pretty much, and it's just boom, 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 boom. Like, they go through, they'll have a 5 or 6 minute match, and then like it'll be done, and then you'll have the next match. And then there may be an ad that you have to watch, and then they have another match, and it's pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, I don't know. I don't really see a need for, like, AEW Dark.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I understand it to get more people on, but, like, if people aren't going out of their way to watch it, then it's not really worth it, you know?
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Like, I don't get it. I don't
Yeah.
understand it.
Yeah, I mean, there's just no build-up with it. And it's hard to, unless you just want to watch wrestling, which, I mean, is okay.
And sometimes it's fine, but, like, I don't know. Majority
But when
of the
you
time.
know who's going to win, it's kind of tough.
Yeah, because they're not really, like there's not really anything to it.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't see a need for it. Like, a reason.
Yep. All right. Wish they'd do that for Dynamite. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the... I will say that Dynamite doesn't do, like... They don't put on, like, women's matches. They don't have as many on there.
No.
Definitely not.
All right, we're going to take off. We'll be back Sunday.
Yeah, we will. There's another pay-per-view.
Yes. Pay-per-view on Sunday.
Wow, I forgot.
I know.
Even though we were just doing predictions.
Yeah.
I forgot.
We'll be back Sunday. Until then, everybody, peace out.